Hello friends, welcome back to Elevate and Meaningful. I'm Sarv Mithaq. Today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic. Of course, as always, some of these have been inspired by the teachings of the Bahá'í faith. And let's just dive right into it. So, if we look at the world, we've gone from being tribes to land, to city, to state, nation, and international. So we see that successively, every time a manifestation or a prophet of God came, it prepared man for the next stage in the development of the world. And today, according to Baha'u'lláh, this is the day of the unity of all the world. So that means everyone in the world is going to experience the coming of age where everyone is a citizen of one country. You know, the whole world is one home. And I believe most of these things have been mentioned in all of the scriptures, and it has been alluded to. So let's look at some of the things that sort of explain this a little bit better. Baha'u'lláh says in his book, The Summons of the Lord of Hosts, to a letter sent to Napoleon III, "Regard ye the world as a man's body, which is afflicted with diverse ailments, and the recovery of which dependeth upon the harmonizing of all its component elements. Gather ye around that which we have prescribed unto you, and walk not in the ways of such as create dissension." And I want to read from another place, a book called Creating a New Mind by Paul Lampo. Here he talks about, in chapter 16, that a very interesting point. He says, the Baha'i teachings do not envision society in terms of a mere set of interactions among the individuals and institutions. Another entity, subtle in its constitution, plays an important role in the progress of the cause and the building of civilization. This entity is the community, which the universal laws of justice indicates is more than the sum of its parts. It is a comprehensive unit of civilization, composed of individuals, families, and institutions that are originators and encouragers of systems, agencies, and organizations working together with a common purpose for the welfare of people, both within and beyond its borders. It is a composition of diverse interacting participants that are achieving unity in an unremitting quest for spiritual and social progress. And then he goes on to say, the various elements of the community work together in an organic whole in a manner comparable of the functioning of the human body. In the human body, every cell, every organ, every nerve has its part to play. When all do so, the body is healthy, vigorous, radiant, ready for every call made upon it. No cell, however humble, lives apart from the body, whether in serving it or receiving from it. This is true of the body of mankind, in which God has endowed each and all with talents and facilities, and is supremely true of the body of the Baha'i world community. For this body is already an organism, united in its aspirations, unified in its methods, seeking assistance and confirmation from the same source, and illumined with the conscious knowledge of its unity. The Baha'i world community, growing like a healthy new body, develops new cells, new organs, new functions, and powers as it presses on to its maturity. When every soul living for the cause of God will receive from that cause health, assurance, and the overflowing bounties of Baha'u'lláh, which are diffused through his divinely ordained order. So just to elaborate on the point that the human world is like a human body. Well, if you think about it, the way nature works is that there is nothing disconnected, right? Everything is connected. Everything somehow is either feeding from something or receiving from something. And the fact that our physical body, the cells are in unison and working together, making tissues, and the tissues gathering together, making organs, and so on and so forth, that they are all working towards something greater than themselves. The cells don't know that they're doing something very crucial. Their work makes the body of a human being possible. And if one thing goes wrong with the cell, just one little tiny cell, it could destroy the whole body, and we know that as a cancer. So we see that things that are healthy and trying to survive and be able to function properly, it requires the support, the mutual assistance of the whole, those things that make it up. So it's just like the cells of a human body. Humanity, you can look at humanity, if in looking at what Baha'u'llah says as the whole world is like a man's body or a woman's body. You can see that every individual human being of that body, of the earth, is a cell. So even like today, we live in a time that things are divided and destruction comes about. There are a lot of harm when people are not united, and that that's the reason why Baha'u'llah has come to unify the world and to bring us that vision of how everything in the nature works in unison in order for it to survive and in order for it to be functioning properly. And that's just the reality of existence. That's the reality of how God created the planet and the earth and the whole universe. It's all, again, the governing laws are cooperation, reciprocity, and harmony. And so I just wanted to bring that to attention, which is, I think it's really interesting to see that we should be learning from nature. Nature can teach us a lot about how to live as human beings in this world. So I hope that was helpful. Please subscribe and comment, ask me questions. Maybe I'll elaborate on this topic a little more next time. Again, I am Sarv. Thank you for joining Elevated and Meaningful. Have a good day.